What's going on, guys? If you're a newer trader, you're up and coming, you're trying to make this work, and someone is in your ear saying it's a waste of time, it's gambling, it's all this different nonsense, I guarantee if you watch a video like this, you're going to have just your hope, faith, and everything just restored to you immediately and give you clarity of, yes, this is actually achievable. Trading is actually a legit path to take. And I'm only saying this because I once was in your shoes where I thought that trading might be gambling. It might be a wasted time. Maybe all those people in my ear are right. And maybe I should be going to college or whatever else instead. And I also know there's a lot of fake gurus out there. So that's why I have my broker statement on the screen here. As you can see on a live account, I made $938. So now I'm going to show you guys my live thought process, live time, me calling out the trade, and then the live trade execution to end it off. And then here is my actual stats for the last 2 weeks since I've purchased this trade journaling software, $5,000. Here is the calendar. So with that said, let's get straight into the video, guys. Yeah, I've been giving you guys these targets since yesterday. Okay, so we have the 9:30 open in about 2 minutes. Notice how we just left a double top behind. We have this entire with just so much high resistance liquidity built up, basically from the entire week, dropping down continuously. So 9:30 in about 1 minute. Honestly, it's either just gonna blast up, or it'll want to manipulate a little bit further and deliver this swing low here, and then smash higher off of that. I'd say 50% chance we manipulate to this low plus this gap, and then turn up higher towards all this high resistance liquidity, or we'll just smash up out of 9:30. So I was kind of eyeing up this hourly candle here. Wanted to see if we can shift above that with speed. So bias is looking pretty easy with all these obvious stacked highs. Now we just have to see what 9:30 does. Same thing though, we still, like, even ES, we still have that Model 3 target from yesterday left intact. Okay, so it definitely makes a lot of sense for us to pump here. Yeah, everything looks pretty bullish, so we'll see. And again, the main thing going here right now is the fact that we just have such obvious stacked highs to the upside. I mean, it's just ridiculously obvious at this point. We're on a Friday where we already tagged a key level, right? That was that daily time frame gap right here, and it's just been generating high resistance liquidity above the entire week. So all right, this is pretty good. That's what I said I wanted to see, guys. You see that? That's exactly what I wanted to see in a perfect world. Manipulate this low and then start running up. So that's honestly perfect. We should start getting speed to the upside to the Model 3 target. Okay, and honestly, this right here on an hourly basis, this could even be like a Model 2 type of entry point to all these targets. However, that we're talking about an hourly entry, so especially if you're trading prop firms, you know, it comes down to, can you have, you know, like a 280 point stop, for example. And I don't think most of you can on prop firms. So, and look, I told you guys this, these targets are going to be hit, man, but yesterday was just severely manipulated. That's why it goes to show that, like, knowing when to sign off is a superpower. You know what I mean? I'm just so glad I signed off when I did, because, you know, it was just one big manipulation back and forth the entire day. So should have continuous speed just right up to this high here. Okay, let's check out ES. All right, ES just tagged Model 3 target from yesterday. I mean, we're not really worried about that in terms of like a quote-unquote SMT, because we still have so much more work to the upside in terms of high resistance liquidity. Okay, so NQ should just pump to the target, honestly. Now, while I'm saying all this is the situation, guys, right? It's a really easy bias day, right? But we're inside of one of the highest manipulated time pockets there is. So you just gotta let it do its thing. So, but so far did a really, really good thing here by manipulating this low, tagging out long holders from overnight, combining that with delivering this discount gap, right? And then immediately shifting above this hourly down counter. And like I said, this would actually be a good play, but again, this is going to be like an hourly trade. And if you guys know my model too, right, for example, you target Wednesday and Thursdays stacked highs up here, but your stop loss would have to weather the gap, right, below the down candle, especially with how high manipulation is in today's market. Okay. And that's a 300 point stop loss. So I don't think that's prop firm friendly at all. So that's just that. To long up here, but yeah, I think it's really obvious, this Model 3 target that I've been calling out. Looks like a lot of you guys already capitalized on Asia and London last night. So there was definitely an A+ Model 3 last night, not only in London but also Asia. So yeah, just ridiculously obvious stacked highs, guys. It's going to get swept. I mean, come on. It's obviously going to get swept. Again, the only opportunity here, guys, is definitely an hourly or 15-minute type of trade. Okay. And again, this would be a Model 2 on an hourly. But yeah, stop loss would have to be right below that 15-minute gap. And then obviously target Friday's high. So, all right, NQ is getting pretty close to target, guys. I hate to make the statement like, oh, I told you so. But look, guys, I know this market. I know this market, man. If you know liquidity, you know everything. Just a high-risk environment, but like really obviousness above us. That's kind of what, you know, it's a battle right now between the two. I don't want to get out here and advise you guys to jump in here because there is a lot of risk entailed here, but like these highs are just so ridiculously obvious. Like I know we're going to pump to them without a doubt. So I mean, if you want to throw a couple micros on this Model 2 down candle on the hourly on like a funded or something, cool. But yeah, definitely one of the more obvious bias type of days. Okay, we're gonna end up smashing this high here, guys, at 25,176. Yeah, guys, looks so clean on the hourly chart, man. Like this is pissing me off how clean this looks on the hourly. Again, I would slap maybe a micro on the hourly time frame Model 2 type of basis, but I wouldn't do any more than that, and I would just let it ride up to 25,186. So that's what I'll do. Again, not financial advice at all here, guys, because we do have 10 a.m. news. Like it's definitely a big risk here, but definitely really, really high quality opportunity in terms of these highs. Right, this is one of the examples where, like, okay, you don't always have to take A+ setups. You damn sure want to wait for them and make them count when they perform. But, like, if you are going to take that B tier setup, right, you're not going to use the same risk. That's foolish, right? A+ setups, hell yeah, put on your full risk. B tier setups, you're going to want to risk a lot more cautiously. So I'm going to give this a B+ real-time delivery. I'm not talking about the 1 minute chart because the 1 minute chart I don't care for right now. What I do see though is that we put in an SMT here, swept out this low, right? Expanded off that smoothly, really obvious targets above. So we'll put this in a B category, okay? So again, I'm really only interested in the 15 hourly chart right now, guys, okay? It just looks so clean on the hourly specifically. Guys, are you in? Because I just finished with the job. Welcome in, Mark and Augie. So yeah, we're looking for these highs to be smashed out. I mean, obviously, firstly, Model 3 target. This will be an hourly play right here. That's pretty much it, guys. I mean, these highs are going to get pumped. I know that. So yeah, that hourly play is still looking pretty strong, guys. Again, I had this mapped out on NQ until it took out my data. So I guess that is what it is. Definitely a high quality high right here in and of itself, though, because this is the 930 opening range high, so I would have your eyes rested up here for sure. I mean, yeah, there's quite literally nothing to do here, guys, other than that hourly play Model 2 wise. But yeah, in terms of like lower time frame entries and stuff like that, it's just not really the environment for that right now. That's all. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Here it is. Most likely scenarios we're just gonna chop and eventually make our way up to this high. So probably just going to be a high resistant complete run to this high, to be honest. Once it expands that first target, though, that's when you'll see me do this. Right? Still rested below the Model 2 down candle, giving it some space. And then you'll see me hold it, right? But initially, when you're trading a Model 2, it doesn't matter what time frame you're trading, you always want to weather the gap below it. Especially with how volatile the market is nowadays. A lot of times you can see it literally wick into that gap below the Model 2 down candle, literally what it did here, and then continue. So just remember that next time you try to trade a Model 2, no matter what time frame. Doesn't matter what time frame. This thing's going to pump to the highs, guys. I'm telling you. They put in the necessary work and time. They allowed themselves to develop properly. It to immediate results. They weren't focused on signal botting me. They were worried about learning my models and how I do what I do with my verified results. That's what's going to make you money and help you keep it. All these YouTube signal bots and all this nonsense, you wonder why they're constantly blowing accounts and coming back, and not finding consistent sustainability. So save this so next time you keep yourself in check. All blink cool with bad cams. They was by the feel when they see and they notice I'm fucking with you. I'm a man that said I'm holding them mans, they calling me Bruce Wayne. And I love like I'm Bruce Wayne. Number one, I'm on top of the game.
Yeah.